With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around the 11 there. First down is set back on second. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Pick up the ball. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 36, 36. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Hey. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a give. Running left is Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Check 4. Check 4.
Wilson with a first down carry. Again, he finds an opening. Oh, what a juke into space. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on first down. Wilson, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second down, it's Wilson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Mike. 4-1's Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 41's the Mike. 41's Mike.
To throw is Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 25.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
54.
Now it's Jackson. And Wilson with it, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Catch made right side by Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, yeah,
Jackson
oh, yeah.
hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Marlon Davidson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Bring it.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Now watch one. Alert flare. Check 31.
They'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a give, right side. It's Weaver, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Yeah,
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, they'll throw.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Wilson's got it complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carr. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Well, this is taken in. It's
Pass some of this.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
41's the mic. 41's the block.
From the gun on third down, Jackson out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Get your swerve on. Trap 60, trap 60. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go, D.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up."
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back. The point after is good. And they'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hurt. Check Mike 6.
Stop your whining.
Slam. Hey, check the ball. On the ball.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got this. Hey, check 3. 6, Mike 6. Check the outs. Hustle. Jim. 60 Maverick. He's coming. We got jump in. Lion.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 4 down. Check Mike 99.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Go ahead. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now it's Jackson. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Check 41. You change it. Wrap it. Mike 41.
Now Jackson on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
41's coming. 41's a mic. Tighten up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This will be, 38 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Browns drive about to get started. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 26. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Mustang 19. Alert. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 99. Check 19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4 down, even.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, middle. 41's the mic, 41's the mic.
Now Jackson. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go, it's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Odafe Oweh.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Second down and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
39 yards.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Switch. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.